Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney is off. 2 months after 2 black students at Sacajawea Middle School said they were disturbed by a class assignment involving cleaning cotton, the investigation into the incident is now complete. Today, the school district released the findings, and KREM 2's Amanda Rowley shares the details.
The investigators interviewed several people to get to the bottom of these claims, including the students, their family, the teacher who gave the assignment, and other students in the class, along with the principal assistant. A third-party investigator compiled a 14-page report about the alleged cotton-picking assignment given to a Sacajawea Middle School class. 13-year-old twin black students claimed their social studies teacher portrayed the assignment as a challenge of who could clean the cotton the fastest. According to the girls, the teacher said the activity was going to teach you what slaves are like and how to be a slave when they're picking cotton. During the activity, the girls reported hearing classmates make comments to the effect that they would have hated being slaves or black. This upset and disturbed the twins, who were the only 2 black students in the classroom at the time. They also claimed the teacher said slaves would get whipped if they left pieces of seed in the cotton. The students told their mother what happened after school. She expressed her concerns to Principal Assistant Taylor Skidmore. She told investigators Skidmore defended the teacher and disputed the activity occurred. She said she was angry Skidmore was not doing his duty of making sure children feel safe and ended the call. The report says he called her back and said he would segregate the twins into a room by themselves. Later in the interview, the mother used the word separate to describe what Skidmore said. He admitted his initial reaction was to defend the teacher rather than initiate an investigation. The teacher also denied many of the claims the students made, including saying the activity would teach the experience of slavery and the comment about slaves getting whipped. But the investigation found no evidence that the teacher intended to harm the girls. It does acknowledge, though, the lesson was still extremely hard for the students to process without warning. Spokane Public Schools shared a statement on the report saying it regrets any time someone is hurt in its schools. SPS apologizes for a situation that made students feel emotionally unsafe. Now, we have the full statement and report on our website. Just text us the abbreviation SPS and we'll send the link straight to your phone. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Other top story tonight, a lot of the inland northwest under an excessive heat warning. We could also see more breaking heat records this weekend. We are joined now by Chief Meteorologist Tom Sherry to break down what to expect. Tom?
Well, it was hot today. We got over 100 degrees today, and tomorrow we may get up to 104, hence the excessive heat warning that's been issued across much of the area through Saturday evening. And then we're going to see thunderstorms and rain move in over the weekend. So we've got a flash flood watch in effect through Sunday evening down in north central Idaho. Your air quality right now is still in the moderate range, although we do expect it maybe this weekend to dip into the unhealthy for sensitive group range, as we've now seen the wind shift. The wind is now out of the northeast. That's bringing in some of that smoke from those fires that are burning north of us. There's the current temperature at 101 degrees, and you see that northeasterly wind at 13 miles per hour. We're tracking some showers down into areas of central and western Idaho, Oregon, just south of the Dalles. But here's the real big story. It's for Saturday. 104 record heat expected on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we could see some showers, maybe in the form of heavy rain and thunderstorms. Much cooler, too. We'll look for a daytime high of 87. Of course, with the excessive heat warning that we're talking about, we could be experiencing more of those record high temperatures on Saturday. We'd like to go outside now to meteorologist Thomas Patrick to tell us about the heat records that we've already seen this year.
Yeah, and we know that we've hit 109. The all-time record high last month. It was 1 degree shy even just today, but even the months as a whole could be setting records. This is what's happened this month compared to average temperatures. 24 of the 29 days so far this July above average, and some by quite a margin as well. Our average high this month has been just shy of 91 degrees. As for the average temperature overall, that's the high and the low combined, we are easily on pace for the hottest July on record. We're going to solidify that tomorrow easily. Last month was the second hottest June on record. So those combined are making for, so far, the hottest summer on record. That's right, all of June and all of July up to this point has averaged 74 degrees. By the way, 3 of the last 6 years are in the top 4 on this list. Want to add a little bit more context. Why is 74 degrees the hottest summer of all time? Well, it's not just one day, and it's certainly not just the high temperature of 74 degrees. This is about 7 degrees above average. So think of it this way. Let's redistribute about 420 extra degrees to the entire 2 months prior. That's what's making this summer so much hotter than even all the previous summers that we've had recently, including in 2015.
Okay, interesting information there, Thomas. Thank you very much. And with the 100-degree temperatures returning to Spokane and that excessive heat warning, we'll be tracking the heat all weekend long. So for updates and the latest information, just text the word HEAT to 509-448-2000. Now to tracking wildfires across the inland Northwest. Crews working on the Sherwood fire burning near Wellpinit are taking a new offensive approach to fighting the fire. That fire has burned now more than 1,000 acres. It's prompting level 1 and 2 evacuations for nearby residents. Crews do have it 55% contained tonight, and that's due to that new tactic they are taking on the fire line. That's fighting the fire at night now. Meanwhile, the fire is burning near Priest River, and it's prompted level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations. Road closures are in place in the Bodie Canyon area just northwest of Priest River. For those displaced by the fire, people can go to the Priest River Community Church for shelter and also the Newport Rodeo grounds for livestock. The fire has grown to about 300 acres now. Crews are on scene and battling the flames. Right now, the cause is under investigation. Washington Governor Jay Inslee pushed for a focus on climate change as the ultimate solution to wildfire devastation during a roundtable with President Joe Biden and 6 other governors this morning. Inslee and the 6 other governors from western states spoke with Biden about the wildfire situation in their state and shared what type of help they need from the federal government.
My biggest concern might surprise you because all of the governors share these immediate concerns. We have a huge need for additional aerial assets, additional dozer bosses so we can get our dozers into fire lines. We need more trained people. We do have an emerging concern about our fuel supply for our aerial assets. Everything we need to fight forest fires is in dire need across the western United States, not just in Washington State.
Governor Inslee also told President Biden that he was working with the president's staff on better independent assistance for towns that burned down in a wildfire, such as Malden, which was destroyed by the Babb Road fire last year. The primary election in Washington just days away now. Ballots are due on Tuesday. 10 candidates are running for 3 seats on the Spokane City Council. Tonight we are following the money to see how each candidate funded their campaigns. We'll be right back after a quick break.